Now I'm going to draw a side view of a skull, drawing from observation. I have a printed out picture of a skull. So once again, I'm going to start off drawing lightly, getting my big shapes. There's kind of like this oval, almost a circle. What's that called? The cranium. And then on the front, the face is not that big. So I'm just kind of blocking in my big shapes. So I can keep correcting myself. I can't believe how far back the skull goes. The brain is really big. So right here is the top of my nose, and the eyes go down into the nose socket, kind of like this. As I've done in other videos, I'll keep refining this and making corrections where I've made mistakes. I have my skull, the back of the skull coming too far down. It's really more like there. I have a broken piece of chalk. I'll start blocking in big pieces of white. Oh, it doesn't like this piece of chalk. There we go. I wasn't pressing hard enough. And in my picture, the light source is hitting right here. This is my brightest spot. So from the side, the skull, almost all of the skull is the brain case. So it's kind of just a big white blob now. And now I'll go in and pull out some of my darks again with my eraser. Smudging. Make it look more like smooth bone. Here we have a bunch of small lines for the teeth. So how am I going to get that? This is my reference picture. This white line does not exist, but I'm just going to block it in. So it's continually redefining. I stepped back from this, and the main thing I noticed at this point is that, believe it or not, this needs to be even bigger or this needs to be smaller. I think I might go reductive and take away some of the jaw. This should come in more here. So this is coming too far out, the mouth. I'm gonna subtract my mouth. And the nice thing is that if I don't like what I did, I could always go back and bring it back with some chalk. So I'm really observing really closely my photograph. I could just wipe this out. Let's just wipe this out, start over. So my proportions are looking better now. Now I can start bringing my darks back again. I'm trying to draw as best I can with my eraser. That's where I'm going to get my dark lines. So this is looking good. My skull is actually still, the dome of my skull, like the brain case, is actually still too small, just as I look at my reference image. And this slopes back a bit more. So up here, there should be more dome up here. So these subtle things are actually pretty important to make something. If the proportions are off, the picture looks off. So I'm gonna spend a little more time observing and correcting my proportions. There's this neat texture here, some kind of fibers in the bone. I don't know what that's called. I was just blocking my own view with my hand. I have to be able to see where my eraser marks are, what they're doing. That's no good if I'm just blindly erasing. So I'm just kind of, like at this point I can refine if my general proportions are correct. Now I go in and refine stuff. I've lost the edge on my chalk, so I'm going to get another broken piece which has a crisp edge. I want to get details. So I'm really, now that I feel like my proportions are pretty good, now I can just kind of play around with texture, whatever else I want to play around with. Thin lines here, not so much, not super thin, so what I could do is put a line in and then I could refine it with my chalk. I'm going to use my broken chalk, try to go in and refine this, pressing lightly with the chalk. Here again, I've got, this is really a thin black line. Let's see if I can suggest that. Need to step away from this and see what final things I should do to improve it.